Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instructions on completing the task at hand. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. In this video, I'm going to be repairing a Volvo 850 where the back door does not open from the inside or out. It also has the locking pin stuck down. You can't even pull it up. You can try to force it. All you'll do is break the pin. The fix is actually pretty easy. You remove the back seat, you remove the door panel, you access the door latch, you find the disconnected rod down in the door, you reconnect the rod in the latch, and then you put everything back together. This issue has become a pandemic among the 850s, and the cure is not that hard. There's a rod in the door latch assembly that connects two parts. One of the parts opens the door from the outside, the other part opens the door from the inside. And when that rod falls out, because the polyurethane bushings deteriorate to nothing, you can no longer open the door from the inside, only the outside. Then the upper piece of that latch falls down, and when that happens, it jams the door where you can't open it inside or out. You can also no longer unlock the door. So you need to get these polyurethane bushings replaced with this part that I get from the local auto parts store. Install them, install the rod, and then you'll be back in business. Let's get started. These are parts you need to fix this. I'm going to list them for sale on my website. Sometimes it's hard to find them at the auto parts store. So you can go to my website. The link is in the description area and grab you a few from there. They come in a packet of 5 if you can find the packet. And I normally drop 1 or 2 of them if I'm trying to do the job in the car. So you may want to get your finger sticky, stick one on your finger, then put the bushing into the part on the car. One of my first 850 doors that will not open. And I try to lift up on the locking pin and it will not come up. So this is one of my first ones that I've had do this. Can't get it open from the inside or out. First thing you need to do is remove the back seat so you can get the door panel off. To remove the back seat, you reach down about right here on the seat. If you're sitting in the seat, it would be right in between your legs. You grab the bottom of the seat, you jerk it up. There's a release under there that lets the seat loose. Now, sometimes it's hard, but it does happen. So, jerk the seat up until you get it loose. And you do that on both sides. Once you have the seat loose on both sides, you lift it up and pull it out. And this is the release on that side. That's the thing that gets released on the other side. Get the seat out of the way. If you have a wagon, the lower part of the back seat is removed by, first of all, pulling up on this tab. Don't pull it out toward the door. Pull it up and it releases the lock in it. Jerk this up. Fold the seat forward. When you jerk that up, again, you want to jerk it straight up so you don't break this piece. It pulls the latch out on this side. When you pull that latch up, it releases it from that bracket there. Once this latch is up, you'll see these red tabs down here. You push these red tabs forward, one on this side, one on this side. Now the seat can be removed. You lean the seat back down towards the floor and you lift it up and out of the floor. Now the lower part of the back seat is removed to give you access to the screws and stuff on the door panel. Next, you remove this door panel. You start by removing this speaker grill. Grab it on the bottom and pull it in on both sides, and you pull it in on the top. Speaker grill comes off. One of these screws, or a long screw that screws the speaker and the panel in, and I believe it's this one. So you remove this screw. It's a long screw. The other 3 are short. If you pull a short screw, you don't have it. You got to pull a long screw. Next, you'll see the screws that hold the panel on the bottom. You remove that one You remove that one. And then there's one here along this edge you remove. Put your finger along there till you find the hole. It's right in there. You remove the screw that's under there. They're all T25s. Next, you lift this handle thing off. You pry under there with a screwdriver or something, and that pops off. Next, you pull this panel in here. You put your finger behind it or some kind of tool. You ride it down there and you pop it loose. Don't just grab it any kind of way because you don't want to bend this board and deform it. So you pop that loose. It has a snap there, a snap there, a snap there. Next, you remove that screw there. It's a T30. Most of these are loose for some reason. As you can see, I was able to pull this one off with my finger. You remove that screw there. Now you'll be able to lift this door panel up over that and off. This part of it is pressed into a seal, so it may be a little tough. You may have to massage it up, but it will come up and the door panel will come off. Don't pull it too far because you have wires connected to the speaker and a wire harness plugged into the switch. You got to disconnect those to get the door panel totally out of the way, but it's not even necessary to get the door panel totally disconnected if you have the seat up where you could pivot the door panel open and access the latch area. Once you have the door panel loose from the door, like I said, if the seat is up, you could just pivot it aside and lean it there, but be careful you don't damage the speaker wires because they are delicate. Once you have the door panel set out of the way, you remove this plastic piece out of the way from the latch mechanism, and when you look at the latch, this is what you'll see. This part of the latch with this bar disconnected. If you grab this top bar and pull it down, the door will open. That's what opens the door. But with that bar down, the lock will not lock or unlock. So you're in a fix. If you take this piece and push it all the way up as far as you'll push it till it stops, now you can unlock the door and open it from the outside with the handle, but it won't open from the inside because this is not connected to that. When you pull this, it pulls that other latch down, which will open the door from the inside. That's how you get the door open. And now you put a bushing in there, that top piece, put a bushing in here, hook that metal rod together, and the door will be totally working again. I didn't realize this initially, but with the door closed and those two pieces visible, it's probably best if you put those bushings in the latching mechanism holes and attach the rod, because it's easier to do in this position. Once you move it around, it gets a little hard to do, and you may need to close the door so you could get these mechanisms in this position so that you can install those grommets. It's a little tricky installing the grommets. You may want to put a grommet on a piece of tape, put it over the hole, and press it in. I'm going to show you the initial video of how this is done with the latch removed from the car, but you do not have to remove the latch from the car to get the grommets in and get the bar connected to it. The rod is supposed to come in this way, so I'm going to try to push them in from the bottom. If I could quit dropping them. Get them to snap in place. Let me get the other one in place. So the rod is actually supposed to connect both of them and point down from the inside. So let's see if we can maneuver this metal rod in there wherever I've placed and lost that at. So I got the one side put in. Well, I thought I did. Let's go ahead and maneuver this side in here. Then maneuver. Gosh, that's a little harder than I thought. Maneuver this side in here. And let's try to spin it. in here once these two sides are in. Let me grab a pair of pliers or vice grips and try to rotate this thing in. And I'm going to turn these bushings so that the rod goes down in the bottom side of that bushing. So let me try to turn those. I actually didn't need a tool to do that. I kind of pushed it. Once I got it like that, I pushed it up and it kind of spun around in place. So that should hold that in place until those bushings wear out. That one's fixed. Now, when you connect the bar, it matters on the front doors if you connect them inside or out. But on the back doors, it doesn't matter. Just connect the bar through the grommet and you'll be good to go. On the back door, it doesn't matter what side you put the bar on. But on the front door, you need to thread the bar from the inside out. So, we're done. Good to go. Another successful repair. Bam, we got action. If you made it this far, I trust that you found some information that was either useful or entertaining, so go ahead and hit the like button. And if you would like notification of future videos that I post, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. You can follow me on other social media apps by looking for @RobertDIY. Some form of that should bring up the other channels that I have on places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. If for some reason you need some more personal help, go to my website at robertdiy.com and use the phone number that I have posted there to send me a text message, or you can email me. If you have questions or comments, please make a comment below. And if you'd like to make some kind of financial contribution to what I got going on here, go to my channel and hit the more link at the end of the introduction statement, and it'll show you different ways that you can support me financially. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.